more things change, the more they stay the same. All gravity, any day above ground living. Hope you're having a fantastic start to your Sunday. Now, really quick before we get into the subject matter, they're playing with my channel again, which is fine. It's always summertime. They always like playing with the channel, so just make sure you hit the like on the way in so we can boost it. That's all right. When you tell the truth about the whack administration, they get upset at you, which is fine. We're gonna keep doing it. We're 6 weeks away from July, and when everything goes to hell, then you can refer back to these lies and say, "Damn, he called me." Just like you saw the thumbnail in the title, I called it. Now, shout out to Jason Black last night. That was a great broadcast. But we're gonna expand on it. Because months ago, when he was picking these people for confirmation, I said, what are their credentials? Because all I'm seeing is a bunch of people that just said, I'm not gonna ever move away from President Trump. He's my guy. I didn't realize that that was a requirement to get a job. One of them high level jobs, cabinet. But in every job you want to go high, you gotta kiss ass. And then it comes out, which I told you he wasn't gonna do nothing when we read that story about old Cash Patel wanting to stay in Vegas and work, and he got the young girlfriend. I said he ain't gonna do shit. And now it comes out that MAGA praising this man and then saying, you know what, he might be a swamp rat. I'm like, Jesus. Y'all don't vet nobody in your organization. And yes, I'm calling MAGA an organization. And not even a political ideology anymore. They're an organization. Might as well go file to be a 501c3. Charity cases. And then I see my boy Jeff Charles putting over Dan Bongino. Sometimes when he talk about Dan, I don't know if he trolling or not. But I told y'all Dan Bongino is not that great. But of course I got shouted down when I said that. And now look, he another one. They just went to that administration to get more money. That's what it was. Raise their profile, get their net worth up, so when they cash out, they're good. They can go sit down and be at home. They got access now. That's what y'all did. Y'all were praising people who just wanted access. They didn't want to fix the country. They didn't want to save the country. They just wanted to be celebrities. And here we are. They're on Fox News, looking like deers in the headlights. Now y'all gotta live with it. Don't come outside and try to play, well, this ain't right. Don't knock them. This is all part of the plan. This is 4D chess. I don't want to hear none of that. You said Cash was great. You said Dan was great. You stand with them, god damn it. You got Linda McMahon. She can't even explain why these kids can't read. I thought MAGA had all the solutions. Now y'all back to blaming the states. Okay. Well, guess what? You still have a Department of Education. Where is your solution? Y'all so gung-ho about getting some goddamn South Africans over here, but I don't see any programs going gung-ho to make sure these kids can read, or at least get them on the start. They got videos out, fam, I'm telling you, this is going to be the new phenomenon. They got videos out now. They putting kids on the Summer Jam screen. And of course, they had to start out with the black boys, showing how they can't spell. They're trying to turn us into drones, and y'all falling for it. All MAGA does now is praise this man for the most minute shit. Y'all went over there and went in on Obama because he sat there and saluted the troops. Talking about how he don't give a damn. Trump go outside. He don't even have enough decorum not to wear the fucking hat. Not even enough decorum to leave the fucking red hat alone. He's saluting them troops, and y'all throw babies in the air and whatever. Pause. Jack each other off. Pause. Like that's impressive. Like you never seen this phenomenon. Y'all motherfuckers is crazy. And you wonder why people don't respect you. Then you got the Carmelo Anthony thing. Lord have mercy. No, before I even talk about that, I'm gonna save that for tomorrow. Y'all so dumb. I want y'all to hear this. Y'all so dumb. Y'all about to jump on that Tory Lanez wave. I see it. Because a congresswoman decided to involve herself into it. They don't want to save the country. They just want to be celebrities. The Secretary of Agriculture is working with J.D. Vance to sell out farmland across this country, and y'all cool with that. I just got an email on Friday saying they're changing some tax laws for the next year. That's going to give away. Regular citizens won't be able to get subsidies anymore on two things. I already talked about the electric vehicle. I don't give a damn about that. Most people didn't even want that anyway. But this other one that affects families, and he don't give a shit. Look up the OIC if you after this live. Look that up. But they voted for this. This is what they wanted. You MAGA supporters, the ones that voted for Trump, I hope you realize that in the history books, you're going to look like fools. I hope you understand this. Nobody's ever going to listen to your political opinions ever again. Especially after these midterms, when the Republicans get bloodbath. And he's going to have to sit there and he's going to have to bend the knee to them, which will be the finishing of the trilogy. But, you know, y'all cool with it. This is what y'all want. Y'all wanted a weak leader. You let a black president go up in that office, the one that y'all claim to respect, punk your man, and didn't even have enough decency to say, you know what? If there's such this genocide out there in South Africa, we got all these accounts. We got all these people who swear they're sleuths. Not one of y'all can come produce a video. Not one. Even on the hidden sites, y'all can't put a video on it. Then it got funnier because when they did that, and I asked questions, they start talking about, oh, they're being censored for it. I'm like, oh, that stopped y'all before. Being censored stopped you. You got fucking Rumble. Now they're saying Rumble censors them. Oh my God, they got more excuses. They got more excuses than a drunk coming home. Now they're the victims. Frog, how am I giving out ad hominems? They're idiots. It's not an ad hominem. I'm actually telling the truth. But if you want to explain to me how they're not idiots, that's okay. But I'm sure you ran because that's the most you can type in a day without your brain overloading. I understand. Can't refute nothing I say. You just get mad that somebody called you a bad name. Okay. That must be a Nick Fuentes fan. It's okay. Don't worry, MAGA. They'll get you back in line. Just have them put up another Harvard post saying how popular Trump is. Then you'll love Harvard again. Yeah, your man sitting there taking L's in court all day like he did in the first administration. Hilarious. That man really tried to stop international students from coming over here. Oh, wow. You think government who's strapped for cash is really gonna tell people, hey, between what you're gonna get for coming to Harvard, you're gonna have to live there, all the entry fees and application fees, we're talking about almost, when they get done, we're talking about $250,000 per head before taxes and any scholarships they might get. You think they're gonna turn it down? Hey, Jesse, yes, these are the same ones who told us in the first, don't be a victim, be a victor. And all I see now is them being victims. It's hilarious. Black people who are on code are the victors right now. They're trying to do the Bret Hart, Stone Cold Steve Austin, WrestleMania 13 double switch. They're trying to be the victims now. It's the greatest phenomenon I've ever seen. They figured out victimhood. There's money in it. They figured it out. You got Tatum Tots and them going on Piers Morgan, arguing with people on the left, and then playing victim because they're getting their points challenged. It is the man. When I show you that video tomorrow morning, because it'll be Memorial Day, so we're going to lionize the great black people who served in the military again, because that's now that's going to be a yearly thing for me on the channel. We are going to get into that, and bruh, between that and the Steven Crowder video on Piers, boy, we're gonna have fun tomorrow morning. Hello. We shall have so much fun. Because these scumbags, I don't know where they came from, what ooze they popped out of. They got to go back in there. I ain't never seen no shit like this. MAGA, let me help y'all. VET, vet. Great word. And it does not mean you take care of animals. It also means that you thoroughly check out people. You let anybody and everybody in. Now, all of a sudden, MAGA is where you on the right, you can espouse what you believe, what you've gotten your following, and just say the most random shit to see what's going to hit, and then you ride that wave. Y'all let Candace Owens rock around y'all for about 3-4 years, knowing she was on the left, which is fine. You can say people change. You can say that. Fine, whatever. But you knew she doxed people when she was on the left. No red flag. Didn't think she'd do it to you. Okay. She got money off lying. No red flag. Okay, people change. She's grossly incompetent when it comes to stats. She learned that from y'all. No red flags. She said something about Israel and ain't right. Now she a cool. Y'all go in there and put her kids on some jam screen. And then y'all get upset when she starts talking about them Jews. You can't make this up. Yeah, I saw that, Cosmo. But remember, Trump had on the red hat and he saluted him for it. That's okay. This is a long-standing tradition in the armed services. But move on. Anthony, we already knew they were going to say that. They can't expose. They can't expose the Epstein network. They can't do it. Everybody getting charged. See, if people were more lethargic to Epstein, they would have released it because they know people would have said, "Okay, it happened. So what?" This is what I want to ask y'all, MAGA. Okay, we find out Epstein didn't kill himself. Then what? What's the plan after that? Y'all can't tell me what the plan is. Fine. You find out JFK got killed by our government. Great. So what? What's the plan? Who are you arresting? Or you just going to tell us that the government lies to you, which we already knew that. Because remember, y'all were running around saying 2020. They're back to saying that Trump won the election in 2020. Great. You find out he won the election in 2020. So what? Who are you going to arrest? Biden already went through 3 years. So it is what it is. What? You're going to erase 3 years. Y'all commit to nothing and you don't finish anything. Look how quick. Y'all should be asking questions about what he gave up to the Middle East to get all that money. Nah, as soon as Carmelo Anthony get a charge, oh, let's talk about that. Jesus Christ. I see why they say the kids are stupid. Your attention spans are terrible. But all right. Exactly. Biden got investigated by Congress. Nothing happened. Trump got investigated by Congress when he had control. Nothing happened. But you want to tell me now what? That what you think is the opposite of what the government thinks. They should go by what you say. Okay. The government. I think these MAGA idiots really think they're part of the government. And if they find out they're not part of the government, then they start exposing each other. By the way, Tatum Tots, since you MAGA, how you get exposed by a radio show host in Vegas? We gonna play that tomorrow. I see what you're doing, sir. Well, that's a hell of a move. Why did you wait till the last minute, you asshole? Anyway, fucking Atlanta. You about becoming a salesman now. I see it. Times are tough, huh? Must be hitting you. All right. Remember, this is the man who did a whole commercial driving up in a car talking about this my brick and mortar business. Okay, I don't see you promoting that. I see you putting ads in fucking videos talking about, hey, look here. This video is sponsored by this. Or go to Officer Tatum's store. Okay, nigga, nobody gonna buy your fucking t-shirts like that. Come on. Where is the money? I don't know yet. I don't know if I'm doing it on StreamYard or the phone. I might do it on the phone because I'll get more engagement. Because I want these idiots. Because I know when I do it on the phone and I start going in on Steven Crowder, they're going to come in and tell me how Mug Club is great. I'm like, okay. You mean the same dude now who I told y'all 2 years ago was going to start complaining how he was getting censored? Now all of a sudden, now he talking about how he getting censored? Oh, boy. We're going to have fun tomorrow morning. Shout out to Memorial Day. I'm actually off. That's going to be great. Again, I'm just gonna leave y'all with that when it comes to Steven Crowder. I told y'all these right wingers after that election we're gonna start complaining how they when they numbers start tanking, people start getting tired of them, they're gonna talk about somehow they getting censored. Steven Crowder just came outside and said he's being censored. On Rumble. He tried to bitch about YouTube, saying YouTube was not letting him be the content creator he is. And then he went right back and said Rumble starting to mess with his channel. I said, you son of a bitch. Oh boy. You can't. You can't. Oh man. Well, here's the problem, Cosmo. You won't see that because Fakeum don't go outside. And don't give me the UC Davis thing because he went out there. He was safe. He out there pushing Ellen DeGeneres. He won't go. Think about it like this. He want to talk so much shit about the black neighborhood, right? And he come from the black neighborhood, so he says. You want to prove how bad the black neighborhood is? Just go back there and expose it. Go ahead. That should be your documentary. Since all the right wingers now want to do documentaries, that should be your documentary. Since you want to run down stats about how bad the black community has been the last 50 years, go out there, go in the hoods, go talk to the people. It shouldn't be that hard. Introduce them real ones. What y'all call them now? The YNs. Introduce them, right? Introduce them to Thomas Sowell. Oh, wait. You can't do that. Y'all hate that man now because he said Trump's tariff policy is bullshit. Y'all can't use him. I forgot. My bad. I was jumping the gun there. I jumped the gun a little bit. Who else? Go ahead. Go talk to the young ones about Malcolm X. Make sure you don't laugh when you get to the part where he was assassinated. Don't do that. You might get chased off the block. Come on, Brandon. You in Texas, sir. You can go to Dallas easily, I'm sure. But I know if Carmelo Anthony go to trial, I know your bitch ass gonna be down there. Because that's gonna be the next conservative grift. They're gonna start going to these court cases, these high-profile court cases. Watch that. Lisa, that's great. If you think they're fake black Africans, I mean, that's great. I don't know what that means, but all right. That instead of saying good morning, the day the Lord let you wake up because he could have taken your ass last night. That's the first thing you say. Okay, that's interesting. Anyway, we keep going. People weird, boy. That's what God they weird. Do I have $20 that I borrowed from you last week? I couldn't have borrowed $20 from you last week. Ain't nothing in Chicago that's worth $20. So you couldn't have borrowed it from me. How your deep dish costs $45 and take 45 minutes to cook? Come on now. I'm surprised y'all still got some weight on in Chicago. I wait 45 minutes for some deep dish. Y'all be out there waiting 45 minutes for some Harold's chicken. What y'all motherfuckers be doing in 45 minutes? Oh, y'all watch our old Bulls highlights from the 90s. That's right. But we know the Cubs and the White Sox ain't shit. And the Blackhawks ain't in the playoffs. And the Bears are the Bears. Shit. You find $20 in Cicero, boy. You better grab it and get on that train. That motherfucker chase you, boy. Nah, I tell a lie. You pick up a $20 off the street in Chicago, you look up and Salvation Army bucket right there with Santa Claus. But damn, it's July. Even Santa Claus be looking at you when you put that money in that thing. He be like, ho, 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 this is Chicago. I need more. Then he get the bell spinning again, but that's all good. But back to this. Come on, Candace Owens, since you want to talk about BLM so much, go expose the black community. Go ahead. You come from the mean streets of Stamford, Connecticut. You on the east side. That's where the hoot is. Come on, go up the road to Bridgeport. Go up the road to Hartford. Show us something. How I know about Cicero, I got people in Chicago, and I've been to Chicago. Lovely city. I think it has, next to New York, the best skyline in the country. But y'all niggas is crazy. Come on, Mayor Odom. Since you want to say, I went to Trump rally, and I couldn't tell you why I was there, and then I like Trump because he's bold. Okay, go out, go live, and tell people why you think Trump is bold. Go ahead, explain policy. That I want to see. You Negroes love being behind your microphones because you think you're powerful. Go outside and show me this power. You want everybody to succeed out here, go teach. Go ahead. Bet you can do it. I appreciate that shot. Come on now. Let's go, Greg Foreman. Since you wanna play Tariff King, why don't you explain to your audience? Go live when you do this, by the way. Go explain to your audience why they're stopping shipping containers now. I told y'all July is fixing to be fun. Go explain why them truckers can't get work. Go ahead. Explain to them, right? Since you want to play Tariff King and you know all about the economy, tell me, go ahead and teach these people. I'll be in the audience when you do it. Make sure you send me the notification because I ain't subbed to your bitch ass channel. Go in there and tell them how they're about to turn the labor market into the trucking business model. Go ahead and tell them that. Where you be working straight time for regular pay. Go ahead. Because I told motherfuckers that in September. They tried to tell me I was wrong. And they doing it right now. Go ahead. They changed it in the tax codes for next year, the tax laws. They changing it. But you won't tell your people that. No, I don't have OnlyFans. I have subscribers as well. Come on now. I got fans and teammates. And asking the same question twice doesn't make it any less impactful. So say something else. If not, you can leave. I'm sure there's somebody, if you swipe up, they're on their OnlyFans right now. Just make sure when they shake their cheeks, they thing don't fall out. Pause. Because I heard you into that kind of thing. Go enjoy the rest of your day, you CIA agent. Oh, he switched accounts. Come on, Olamu. Come on. Finish your name, and then I'll answer your question. Here we go. Good, sir. Yes, you get to play the game since you're the first one that said Trump 2028. Go ahead. Tell us why. Tell us what is going to enable the American people to vote for that man again in 2028. Go ahead. I got time. Show me you're not a bot or subservient troglodyte based on your name. Tell me why Trump 2028. Go ahead. Shouldn't be that hard. You should have a whole yellow pad ready. Come on. I would like to ask you some questions if I could. Don't you just love it when these fools come in, right? Barron can't run for office yet, so nice try though. Um, don't you just love it when these employees come in? I want to talk to your bosses because apparently you employees can't dictate what the company stands for. I want to talk to your boss. Don Jr. already said he doesn't want to run. Try again. Don Jr. is about to run the Middle East operation. He's not going to run for president. So let's go. It shouldn't be that hard. Stop throwing names out there. I'll give you a name. You know who's going to represent MAGA in 2028? Nikki Haley. Nikki Haley going to run MAGA. You watch what I tell you. Trump is secretly training her right now. Nikki Haley will be the face of MAGA. Ann Coulter will have a field day. There's no way I want to be represented by Nimrod Rada Wanhawa. If you thought her trolling Indians at Christmas was something, wait till she find out. She gonna start going in on them Indian women that try to look white. It is gonna be hilarious. No one voting her? Okay. Um, you want to go back to the caucuses last year and prove me wrong? Go ahead. I'll give you the opportunity because we actually streamed it on this channel. And Nikki Haley sometimes was running 2 or 3 behind Trump. So don't tell me nobody would vote for her. Y'all are insane. He said nobody would vote for Nikki. Okay, let me ask you a question. So y'all telling me if it was her versus AOC, you'd vote for AOC? Okay. Fam, I'm telling you right now, that would be the greatest race in the history of this country. Y'all would be so fun. Do I vote for an Indian conservative or do I vote for a Hispanic liberal? Jesus. Them MAGA boys, they brains would get fried. Vivek ain't even gonna win the primary for his state. I didn't say either one was gonna run. I said y'all telling me since you telling me that you wouldn't vote for Nikki, you would vote for AOC if that was the race. That's crazy. I'm telling you, when Vivek don't get that nomination, boy, his career is over. And I'm going to laugh so much. And by the way, Vivek, you telling me that you playing tennis and you this athlete, you got a bureaucrat belly. What's going on? Why y'all not working? Why y'all not working? This is gonna be hilarious, family. Look at they really think JD gonna beat whoever the Democrats send up. That's That's the funnier part. Rubio, listen, let me tell you something about Rubio. Y'all know he grifting right now, right? But all right, y'all will figure it out next year. Mm. This is all an act he's doing as Secretary of State. This is all an act. MAGA, let me tell you something. If he says he's going to run, MAGA's going to turn on him because they're so stuck in with JD. I kind of want to see that happen, though. I kind of want to see it. Rubio grew up, okay, and that qualifies him to be president, okay, or at least the Republican nominee. Y'all gonna get behind Rubio, okay? Let's see how he does on that stage when he has JD there. Let's see. Let's see how he does when he has Josh Hawley sit there. Since they were both senators, let's see how he does. Mm, 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 mm. Yes, David Hogg gets cheerleaded for he's a cheerleader for Jasmine Crockett. Yeah, great. That's I give a shit less about both of them. Mm. Yes, and Vivek is still at it, and it's gonna be funny. He's not gonna get that. I swear to God, he's not gonna get that primary victory, bruh. Ohio is about to pull one of the greatest moves I've ever seen. They got a hometown boy there who allegedly espouses the values that they said, and they don't even pick him. Tim Scott. Tim Scott ain't running again. He had two bites at the apple, and people didn't even let him on the field. When they took Larry Elder off the game, that was Tim Scott's warning. Stay away from this. And then they made him do the Sambo dance for Trump at that press conference. He good. You are middle management, sir. You don't get to sit at the board dinner. JD, that listen, the no, because let me tell you something. RFK, a Kennedy is a Republican now. He's never gonna go back over there. They turning on him too. I told you this whole administration is about everybody in there getting a few $1 million before they ride out. That's it. Janine Pirro's not replacing Pam Bondi. Not happening. The only way that would happen is if Janine Pirro figures out that after this, she'd have to go to a rest home. Fox News ain't gonna bring her back, and no other network can afford her. Well, one tax change, like I said, it's called the OIC. Now, I got to finish reading it, but basically, it's to take away certain protections and certain tax credits that we're already get in the when you do the when you do your taxes, and then the other one is something for businesses. We're in trouble, but this is what y'all wanted. I'll probably go over the tax charges tomorrow, the tax changes tomorrow, in more in depth. But we about to add about, they say conservatively, about $6 trillion to this deficit. Motherfuckers still out there talking about, I voted for no tax on tips. Oh, so you voted to work more? Okay, you great. He said $25,000. You don't have to report it because somebody's gonna make $2,000 a month in tips. The average person is gonna make $2,000 in tips. That's people's rent. Y'all are good at selling shit, but you're not that good. No tax on overtime. As I told them, everybody gonna be working straight time. No company gonna give you 40 hours plus give you overtime pay and pay no taxes on it. And I told them that the businesses were gonna make more money. Now Trump gave them a business tax credit, and they sat there and cheered it. They cheered it. Listen, Department of Government Efficiency. You want to vote for Trump for the third time? That's great. Do that. I'm not telling you not to. Just make sure when he start talking, you listen to all the details. That's all I'm saying. Because most of these people that are telling you what he's doing and cheering it, they're not reading the details. You want to cheer for a man who's giving away your data willingly to the Middle East. That's fine with me. I don't want that. Katrinka, how do servers make $2,000 in tips when people are, for the last 5 years, been going out to eat less? Where are they making these tips at? Especially in a situation where a lot of these businesses pull tips. Where are they making this? You tell me the restaurant that's conservatively, they're bringing home with at least 5 servers there at least $10,000 in tips a month. Tell us where this is happening. It's not law. Tigress. This is why you should read. It's not law. The Senate passed it. It has to go to the House. The House hasn't voted on it yet. It's not law yet. The House could still fail it. Thank you so much. Okay, great. Tell me the restaurant in Arizona where there's a server right now making $2,000 a month in tips. Go ahead and tell me where they work. Do you understand they would have to make almost $70 a day in tips? Go ahead, tell me the restaurant. I want to hear this. Because I'm sure they're about to tell me a resort somewhere. The Pangea Dinosaur Grill. What are the prices like? Okay, Tigress, we know how the system of voting works. You're not listening. I'm going to say it again. Yes, the Senate passed it, 100-0. We understand that. What I said is the House still has to vote on it. They didn't vote on it yet. They're supposed to vote on it this week coming up. They could still fail it. Remember, the Republicans only have a slim majority and they can't afford anybody to say no. And again, I'm going to say this one more time. They passed that. You just told everybody, right? You're going to have to work more. You just gave businesses more money. They just changed the tax laws for next year. Then people are going to have to owe money. But you want to do that? Go ahead. Any nice restaurant, because everybody works at nice restaurants. Katrinka, you're not understanding what this means. Okay, great. So tell me which Starbucks they make $2,000 in tips a month per person. Tell me which one. Tell me the Jersey Mike's. Tell me the Subway. I just want to know. JW, right. It's going to pass. The pressure is on. Yeah, and the pressure was on before and they failed it. So, yeah, it's going to pass. Okay. Okay. You have so much faith. They had to take it out of the regular Republican bill just to have a shot at passing. But you say they'll pass. Okay. What do you mean you don't tip at Subway and Jersey Mike's? Now I know you don't go there. They actually do when you pay with your card. They ask you if you want to leave a tip, and they have a bucket there. Hmm. Okay. 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 Wait a minute. You just told me you didn't. They don't tip there. Now you tell me just press zero. There you go. There you go. All right. Okay. So don't tell me they don't tip at them places like that. That's who I'm talking about. That's the majority of people that work. If we're talking about in the tip industry, and it doesn't make my first point any less relevant. More people are eating out less. So how are we going to get there? How does this help the tipped worker? How does this help them? I just want to know. Okay, great. You don't tip them. How does that help them though? Because they've been crying that they're struggling to make ends meet. How is this law supposed to help them if people are still keeping more of their money in their pocket? I tip 20% too. I always tip. But what I'm saying is not everything and everyone is like us. They don't like tipping. Hell, some of these people don't even like tipping on Instacart. That's another bunch of people that's going to be affected by this. Who's lying? Why would I tip my landlord? Now you're crazy. All right, Katrina. Katrina, now you're just saying too much now. Just slow down. I know you want to get your points out. Slow down and think about what you type. That motherfucker said tip your landlord. What your... Oh, maybe if I tip them enough, they'll let me skate on 1 month. Yeah, all right. Nah, JW, I won't say that. A lot of people tip. It's just not everybody tips. Probably 30% of people tip. That's a lot of people. But again, a lot of people are staying home now. A lot of people are learning how to cook online. That's a very good. That's a very. That's very astute of you, Black Spider. Yeah. If you could cook Chinese food, cook it at home. It tastes better anyway. You know what's in it. Besides, nowadays they're just hiring Hispanic people to cook the food, so you never know. The motherfuckers be abusing that MSG, boy. Jesus. But like I said, you got 5 weeks. Go get your supplies. Go to Costco, get your supplies before that shit hits the fan. I'm finna do that on Friday. I'm gonna clear out my freezer and I'm gonna get my supplies. I'm about to go Kroger and get like I'm buying one of them whole flats of beans and shit. I just bought rice yesterday. Shit is going to get bad. Y'all like y'all like y'all seafood, right? You better go get it. Cause on them shipping containers, some of them is what? Frozen shrimp and crab legs. And I know you Negroes in here love your crab legs and your shrimp. Go get that shit. Keep it in your freezer. If you got a chest freezer in the house, put it in there. It's gonna get bad. Go get that, Katrinka. Go get it. Because you ain't gonna see that in a few weeks. I'm telling you this right now. You're gonna walk into one of the Walmarts one day and go look like they just opened in that store. Ain't nothing gonna be on them shelves. What's up in 5 weeks? All the shit that I've been predicting since Trump won is gonna come to pass. You're gonna have food shortages, the economy gonna tank, and everybody gonna be looking at this man. This man ain't gonna have no solutions because he fucked around and sold us out the bricks. But you know, hopefully I'm wrong. But all signs indicate July and a terrorist attack. I also said there was gonna be a terrorist attack in July. That way he could justify a crime bill so he could make money. He paid off the military industrial complex in the Middle East. He paid them, so they good. This is gonna get fun. You better go to farmers markets too, because they gonna start running out of shit. They good now because the kids are out of school down here in the South, but you wait, end of June, early July, yeah. I still got my, you know what? I gotta check that water that I bought a couple years ago, see if it's still good. If not, I'm gonna buy some more and get rid of all that. I bought like, I bought like those gallon jugs of water. I bought like 30 of them. I just got them all over the place. I might go buy it again. Mm, mm, mm. It's the only ancestors. Hey, you want us to revive you? Clear. Hey, you still dead? Mm. Again, I ask you, MAGA, how did you let a black president punk your man in front of the world? Hey, he's such a punk. He got the white supremacists in the black president's home country coming outside saying ain't what he said is untrue. That's crazy. Mm. Oh, listen, 2021 when we came down here, Stone Ancestors, I was not playing. That water was 89 cents a gallon. I said, fuck it, give me 30. I know whoever delivered it, they was tight. You're like, what this motherfucker need 30-gallon water for? Now I look like a prophet. Mm, mm, mm. So before we get up out of here, all I say is just ask them. Ask MAGA, ask the far leftists, ask whoever. How great of a situation they came out with a poll talking about something they don't care about what's going on. The GOP voters said they don't care about what's going on right now. They are in eternal Trump bliss right now. It is the funniest thing ever. When the shit, and then they're gonna try to come back down to earth. We're like, nope, go back in your bliss. Everything for you is cool. Cause we know what's gonna happen when shit start messing up. You're gonna blame them Democrats. We already know it. You just stick to the game plan. Blame Nancy Pelosi, just like y'all blamed her for your stupid ass decision to run into a building that she controlled. By the way, who ready for it when Cash and Dan tell everybody that the FBI wasn't involved in January 6th? Then what? They gonna be swamp creatures again? Who ready for Canada and Mexico tell you we don't want to be part of USMCA anymore? And then motherfucker come outside talking about good, we don't need y'all. I'm like, whoa, Tigress. No, they didn't. Tigress. Okay, Tigress, I'm gonna help you. I was on the ground that day. Wasn't no FBI running around. And I still ask my second question. How the hell did, as a Trump supporter, you run into a building that's controlled by Nancy Pelosi, knowing how she feels about your man? Why would you do that? And I had a third question to it. You a grown ass adult. Why are you listening to somebody tell you to go into a building that's supposed to be restricted that day? Why would you listen to them? Oh, now they're assets. Okay, assets. I ask again. Why would you go into a building that was restricted? I need this answered. Let me get this right. So you pass by a closed business, you wouldn't go into there because you have respect for that business. But on that day, you decided because somebody opened the door and told you to come in, you're going to walk into a building as a Trump supporter in a building that Nancy Pelosi controls. And we don't see nothing wrong with that. Correct. It's the people's house, but the people made a decision on November 7th, did they not? January 6th was the day they certified that decision. Why would you go in there? Y'all could have stayed outside. The 1,500 people that went in there, y'all could have stayed outside with the rest of us and talk shit to them Capitol cops. Your dumb asses went into a building. You you had dumbasses try to climb the facade and two of them fell. You got in the building, stole people's stuff, and one of them caught lead to the face. Hmm. Hmm. Yes, JW, you shouldn't have went in there. That's the point. You could have stayed outside with the rest of us. I left at 3:30 because it was getting too cold. I was like, I don't need it. Ain't nothing going on. I get to the McDonald's about a block and a half away. I see the blacked out vans and the helicopters. I'm like, what the hell happened? They said the dumb motherfuckers went in the building. I said, I gotta get the hell out of here. Cause they finna round up everybody. Cause I know how the government is. And I got out of that city by 5:30 before Muriel Bowser shut the whole city down. And I'm listening to it on the radio going back home. I'm like, how the hell y'all gonna go in the building? But it was the assets. The assets. The asset told you. That's even worse. Y'all didn't even trust the FBI then. That's even worse. Blake, you sure about that? Because he got 1,500 people locked up. You sure about that? That man just sold us out to the Middle East for $1 trillion. And in exchange, they gave away your data. You sure he's the greatest president ever? Your data should be priceless. All right. By the way, they're eliminating tech jobs in this country, but he's the greatest president ever. All right. Sir, I don't need to cry for the whole 4 years, sir. There's no crying here. I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy because this is the same shit y'all were pulling during Biden. This is hilarious. And I gave Biden shit the last 3 years when he ran. And I gave Kamala Harris shit for 107 days, plus her administration time. So please, this ain't crying. This is laughter. So give me something else. Sir, I can't even take you serious when you can't spell derangement correctly. Come on now. But since you want to play the game, tell me why Trump is so great. Because that's all y'all got. Trump derangement syndrome. And thank you for proving that y'all can't even spell derangement correctly. You the type to see the word on the screen and still spell it wrong. What do you mean you had no choice? There was 5 other people on the ballot. What do you mean you didn't have a choice? JW, don't do that. You had 6 candidates plus a write-in. You had this is the most diverse presidential election in history. Don't tell me you didn't have any choices. Every single candidate got screen time. Don't do that. Y'all wanted Trump. I'm fine with that. Y'all wanted Trump because that's your cat. I get that. But y'all got to stand with this man. I don't want to hear about no Democrats. Just like when the Democrats were fucking up, I didn't want to hear nothing about no Republicans. This is your administration. You fix it. I don't want to hear shit. That's not, no, motherfucker. You spelled it with 2 R's. Don't tell that lie. We all saw it. You talk to text that you need to learn how to spell. You use talk to text. Okay, fine. You use talk to text. Why didn't you read over what you talked before you texted it? So instead of saying derangement, you said derangement. I win again. So you can't spell it. JW, you don't think I want what's best for us? I want this country to succeed. We've been in hell for the last 5 years, and it's not getting any better. The supply chain. You got over 535 people in Congress right now. They can't fix the supply chain. That's crazy. Sir, Blake, let me help you. I've already argued my point for the last 45 minutes. Everybody else was here already when I argued my point. You came late. So instead of saying good morning and asking what we were talking about so you can join the conversation, you came in with the bullshit. Now you're going to get trolled. Now you have a choice. You can leave or you can stay and get trolled. How you want to do it? Good. I'm not that important. So swipe up and go to another one. The other 51 plus me ain't going to miss you. You can leave. We don't want people here who spell derangement with 2 R's. You're going to make my crowd stupid. My crowd does not like to be stupid. Plus, you got Trump supporters in here. They're looking at you like this motherfucker here. Because I know JW, he a Trump supporter. He can spell derangement correctly. Even when he talks it. Tigress could do the same thing. She know how to spell her name. She didn't use 2 R's. Let me guess, you spell other A-H, right? That's how you started off. Look, Jambalaya spelled it correctly. Didn't say good morning, though, but he spelled it correctly. Oh, my God. I bet you when you spell morning, you put an E in the middle, right? Coping. Sir, there we go. See, the playbook is alive, family. Coping. What am I coping about exactly? Oh, wait, family. Again, Blake is happy that Trump gave the Middle East our data. This is what he happened. I should cope off of that. I should cope with the fact that this man can't even get a tariff policy in place that is solid. So much so, you got ships right now that are stopping sending this country supplies. They don't even give a shit about the contract. They just say, "Fuck this. It ain't worth the money." I'm supposed to cope off of that. I hope you cope when you on the food line. When you looking like 1930, 1941 Germany, when they was sitting there burning francs to keep warm. I hope you tell me, because I still have money. I hope you tell me to cope then. When you in here putting in cash apps so you get $20 so you get something to eat. Um, no, I don't have TDS bad. I don't hate Trump. So that already dispels it. Now give me something else. Because you said cope. You kind of should take his balls out of your mouth. Pause. That's not attractive for a man. I'm just saying. Okay, what argument is garbage? Come on, Tigers, you can play the game too. What? Give me an argument that I made that was wrong. Go ahead. Because he didn't give away our data, right? That was a lie, right? Ramaphosa didn't punk him in his office, right? That was a lie too, right? I figured. How oh Lord, somebody said the tariffs are working. What tariffs? What tariffs? 10%? Oh, because that's a lot of money. 10%. He said the tariffs are working. But there's no ships coming here and the truckers are complaining that they have no work. But the tariffs are working. Got it. Got it. Oh my God. You mean that spot over there? I would back in. Why would I just pull in? I would back in. I always back in. Don't know how that's relevant to the conversation, but okay. Come on, Tigress. Come on, let me hear you roar. Tell me what argument I said that was wrong. Go ahead. Prove to me the tariffs are working. Even Fox News ain't even come outside and say it was working. Come on, let's go. J6, what was I wrong on J6? You told me FBI assets. You still haven't answered my question. Why would a Trump supporter go in the building Nancy Pelosi controlled? Why would you do that? Um, Dash, you can go look online. There's literal videos of truckers saying that they have no loads because nothing's moving. You literally go look that up. Come on now. Wait, I'm lying that they were invited in. Did we not see video of supposed people working for the Capitol opening the door and say, come in? We didn't see that. Tigers, come on now. MAGA circulated a video with Capitol officers, alleged Capitol officers, opening the door and people asking, is it cool to come in? They were like, yeah, come on in. It's all right. You're going to tell me we didn't see that. What did I deny? Oh, because I said the FBI wasn't involved? I still don't think they were. But I'm going to since you sound like you got more information than me, cool. I'll give you the assets. Since you say they weren't agents, they were assets. Answer my question now. Why would you go in that building? Because you're not finna Mandela affect me on here. You're not gonna do that. Tell me. Go ahead. Enough with the laughing emojis. Come on, let's go. Tell me why you would go in that building. Because an asset told you to do it. Okay, you saw many private videos before they got censored. Great. I'm talking about the public video that everybody saw. I'm talking about the video in the rotunda in between the two ropes where people going in there waving to the camera. That's the video I'm talking about. Look like an orderly line. That's what I'm talking about. Correct. A civilian was murdered trying to breach the Capitol. What's the problem? She shouldn't have went in there. Especially she should have went in there with a knife in her bag. Not a Fed building. Why would you go in a Fed building with a weapon? Because on a normal day they would take that shit and arrest you. JW, not everybody rushed the Capitol though. Some people actually walked in. They didn't rush it, but potatoes, potatoes. Tigress. Okay, Tigress. Nobody had weapons. Ashley Babbitt's effects were all numbered. She literally had a pocket knife in her bag. But, okay. All her personal effects were locked. She literally had a pocket knife. All right. Okay. We're gonna forget about the dude that got caught with a pipe bomb. We're gonna forget about that. All right. That one, okay, I'll give you that one. That one, they could just make that shit up. That could have been one of your assets. We're going to deny the fact that there's news articles right now that show Ashley Babbitt's personal effects, and one of them was a knife. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. No, we're not talking about the flagpole. We talk. Fine. I don't know what he had. I know what he had at the end. He had Nancy Pelosi's laptop. I didn't say a pipe bomber. I said that there were reports that somebody had a pipe bomb. And I even just said it might not be true. But we do know because we saw the photo, Ashley Babbitt in her bag had a knife. You can go look this up right now if you think I'm lying. But I'm sure you're going to tell me they planted that. The same woman whose husband told her, do not go there, and still got on the plane and went. All right. It wasn't a Swiss Army knife. Because we actually looked it up. That wasn't a Swiss Army knife. They don't confiscate the Swiss Army knife. It was an actual switchblade. But no, not like a 7-year-old has. No, an actual switchblade. You can go look this up when this live is over. What's the matter, Blake? You ain't got nothing else to say? That's what I thought. I love how y'all want to defend Trump, and then I ask you some questions, and nobody wanna tell me how I'm wrong. Okay, great. They carry a knife, right? Why would you carry a knife in a restricted building knowing that weapons are prohibited? They don't care if you're a veteran or not. Weapons are prohibited. It's literally right when you open the door. No weapons of any kind. No weapon. Okay. Okay, yes, Trump told everyone to go home after it started. Ma'am, were you there that day? Were you on the ground with us? JW, I didn't like none of them. That's why I didn't vote for any of them. None of their platforms aligned with what I needed. So I didn't vote for any of them. I wrote a write-in candidate and voted in my local election and kept it moving. There's your answer. Yes, Tigress, you can after this live, you can go look it up. Ashley Babbitt had a knife in her bag the day she was killed. Okay, so you weren't there. I was there that day. I'll say that for the third time. What y'all saw on TV was what the TV wanted to show you. You weren't on the ground and seeing the bullshit that they were doing. And I'm not saying that the Trump supporters, they was just doing too much because the Capitol Police started the whole shit. But certain things I'm telling you, I was there with proof. It's on my channel. I saw some things that I still haven't even talked about on this channel, and I'm not going to. Don't worry about who the writing candidate was. It's on my community post. If you want to go search for it, it's there. It doesn't matter who the writing candidate is. It didn't help nobody. Gloria, you could say there was something fishy. It doesn't matter. People still win the building. It doesn't matter. You can call it fishy all you want. That wasn't 1,500 FBI assets. And by the way, Cash and Dan already said there was nothing fishy, so it's all good. Nothing to see here. Let's keep it moving. Sir, my policy is for the betterment of America. As I said, you don't need to know who my writing is. Usually, when people write a writing candidate, it's either somebody that they like that's not on the ballot or they just want to play around. I didn't do either. I wrote what I wrote and I kept it moving. Yes, monkeys are nice. Monkeys also were put in a movie by white people and they enslaved the whole world. So, yes, monkeys are nice. Monkeys are probably the most powerful creatures on earth right now. They put a monkey in a video game who made buku money. Monkeys are awesome. King Kong beat the shit out of Godzilla. Monkeys are awesome. They just write dumb shit. Bananas are great. Potassium helps your blood, helps keep you young. You're writing dumb shit again. What's wrong with bananas? You send that you send that to a female and she with it, she might give you a call. I don't know why you would write bananas. Now you might be the monkey banana. You go look those up. That's probably your size, pause. I'm a regular one. That's all right. Anyway, yo, I gotta go to work. Go make this money. On my job. If not, I try to be better next time. We'll see y'all tomorrow morning. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna do some comedy tomorrow morning. We're gonna watch two Piers Morgan interviews and debunk everything that everybody says. Because the right wingers love to lie. And then we'll lionize the black military service members because tomorrow's Memorial Day. And yeah, we'll just vibe out. And if you grilling, put me on so I can see what you're grilling. Great, Dash, they were there. What are you going to do with that information now? You're going to arrest the entire CIA and FBI? Great, we'll have a terrorist attack every day. Go ahead. They were in on it. Okay, great. Go arrest them. Citizens arrest. Go arrest every single one. Show me something. Anyway, y'all take care, stay safe, and you know what to do when the agents of chaos come to mess up your existence.